Hi, my name is Javier Cotera,
My name is Kimberly Castillo.
and we're going to be talking about the Bhopal gas tragedy. So, some background about the event is that all of this happened on December 3rd, 1984, when around 40 tons of methyl isocyanate gas leaked from a pesticide plant in Bhopal, India. The incident took the life of at least 3,800 people and caused serious injuries for many others, in some cases, even premature death. When it all happened, the company which was responsible for this incident, tried to disassociate itself from legal responsibility. In the end, the company ended up paying $470 million in compensations. Some consider this to be a small amount for the longevity of the issues caused to people which were affected by the incident. Here, we can see a picture of Opal, the pesticide plant that where it all took place and how it ended up after the incident. So some of the hazards that occurred in the community after the incident, the gas drifted over the densely populated neighborhoods around the plant, which killed thousands of people immediately while many others tried to flee from Bhopal. The final death toll was estimated to be around 20,000. The gas caused for 500,000 survivors to experience multiple types of symptoms, some of them even life-threatening. Survivors were seen to experience respiratory problems, eye irritations, or even blindness in some cases, and even other maladies which were results from exposure to toxic gases. Many of these were awarded some form of compensation, although it would not be more than a few $100s.
So the process or the removal that happened within the Bhopal gas tragedy, the UCIL plan side was permitted to go forth with the cleaning process. Over $2 million were spent, which included construction, remodeling, my bad, for a secure landfill to hold waste from two on-site solar evaporation ponds. They eventually were monitored and controlled by the CBI. And in this picture, we can see how people are wanting justice because of the deaths that many people had to go through. So, a side note, India's Supreme Court has rejected a plea seeking more compensation for victims of the 1984 Bhopal gas disaster. So that's what this picture is saying, basically. The aftermath. So after the disaster, UCC began attempts to dissociate itself from the responsibility for the gas leak. Its principal tactic was to shift culpability to UCIL, stating the plant was wholly built and operated by the Indian subsidiary. I'm sorry. It also fabricated scenarios involving sabotage by previously unknown Sikh extremist groups and disgruntled employees, but this theory was impugned by numerous independent sources. This was the beginning of years of legal machinations in which the ethical implications of the tragedy and its effect on Bhopal's people were largely ignored. In March 1985, the Indian government enacted the Bhopal Gas Leak Disaster Act as a way of ensuring that claims arising from the accident would be dealt with speedily and equitably. The act made the government the sole representative of the victims in legal proceedings both within and outside India. Eventually, all cases were taken out of the U.S. legal system under the ruling of the presiding American judge and placed entirely under Indian jurisdiction, much to the detriment of the injured parties.
So these are our references, the sites that we use to find all of the information. And that's it. Thank you.